morning, beautiful, and welcome to a little bit of makeup and a whole lot of Jesus. And I just realized before I got this podcast started, I forgot to take a picture of my before. So I'm going to have you do that with me. I am going to turn it on portrait mode. We're going to turn that bad boy around. And here we go. Let's do that together. You ready? Okay, there's our before picture. Okay, so what are we going to be doing today? Well, first off, we're going to be spending about the next 45 minutes together playing with a little bit of makeup and then working on a memory verse. And then we'll work on that verse all week. Next week, we'll have a little bit of a review of the last couple of verses. And then, we've got a coloring book that we're working through too. So we'll be journaling in our coloring book all week long with our verses, so that at the end of our time together, at the end of season 1, you'll have a beautiful, colorful portrayal of all these different pictures that you have colored in memory verses that you have memorized. So we are going to be working on a little beauty on the inside and a whole lot of beauty on the outside. Thought I had said that backwards. Okay, so let's start out with our foundation verse for this podcast. And that is, I have hidden your word in my heart that I might not sin against you. And that comes from Psalm 119, verse 11. And then all of our verses are going to be coming from, like I mentioned earlier, the Word and Color coloring book. And you can see that QR code on your screen. There's also a link there, and that will be in the show notes below, beside, above, wherever it is on the platform that you're watching this on. So let's jump in and take a look at what our verses were last week. So last week we were looking at Joshua, and that was, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Actually, I think I have a different graphic for you. Let me see if I can find that. There we go. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Let me see if I can get that hidden for you. Okay, awesome. New technology is always fun. Okay, and so for this week, we are going to be working back in Psalms. And so our verse for this week is, under his wings you will find refuge. And that is from Psalm 91:4. So let me get that scrolling across the bottom of our screen there. We're going to get that one hidden. There we go. And we are going to jump in and start working on this together. So we'll be saying that verse kind of off and on together as we go along. So that's going to stay scrolling across the bottom of your screen, so that while you're watching this, you can keep looking at that and kind of saying it in your mind as we go along. So we are going to try a couple of new things today. Some are revisiting old favorites. Some are going to be brand new. So our theme for today is going to be unboxing the new Morphe Heat Seeker. Super excited when I saw this. If you have blue eyes, this is amazing because the colors in these palette are just going to make your blue eyes pop. If you don't have blue eyes, you just enjoy these tones that are in there, and it's going to be fun anyways. You can actually do this look with any set of colors that you have. You're just going to need a light, a medium, and a dark. Now, right now, we are in National Lipstick Week in my store. National Lipstick Day is actually on Saturday, but we're just a couple of days away from that. So we're going to do something a little funky with our lips today. So for our lips today, you're actually going to need 2 lipstick shades. Mine will be opposing colors, so kind of opposites on each other. But you can do that a tone on tone. Well, that really wouldn't match, but a little lighter, a little darker. You can use neutrals for this. You can use opposing colors. Be creative, have fun. I would encourage you, when you try new things, do that when you got a little time on your hands. Don't do that right before you're walking out the door to go to a party or something like that. You want to make sure that you have enough time to play with it, and that you can kind of get a feel, wear it for a little bit and see, how did it last? How did it do before you go, getting married with that new makeup application. Okay, so, I didn't show you. So our picture for this week's memory verse is going to be this one here. So a little easier to color than some of the other ones that we have worked with. And I think what we need to do upcoming is we need to do like a video and step through all of the different pages that we have colored so far. I think that would be totally fun. And I would love to see what you have done with your pictures. So we're going to start with our Urban Decay All-Nighter, visiting an old favorite primer here, making sure that we have our tissue on here. We've got like some sort of African Sahari desert dust blowing around or something. So with this particular primer, you're just going to give it 1 pump, and that is all that you need for your whole entire face. So while we've got that on our middle finger here, we're just going to give that a little blend out there. And start out with wherever you need a little help with either the makeup sticking to last a little better, or maybe you got some fine lines and wrinkles. This one is a beautiful blurring primer, has a little tacky to it. I don't think that it necessarily has any oil control properties, but I have combo skin and I feel like it does really well with that. Gonna make sure that we get around the edges of those lips. That will help our lipstick application to last better. And then we are going to move to our It Cosmetics by Under Eye. This is in the shade 11 Nude, or Light Nude, excuse me. And this concealer, which I just about need a new one, we're just going to use a little ribbon. Okay, that's not really ribbon, that's more of a glop, but there you go. It just takes a little bit and it goes a long way. We're going to let this set on our body and heat up a little bit before we try to blend it out so that it will blend out a little bit smoother. Yeah, I might have got a little heavy-handed today. It's okay. Just give some more play with. All right, and I kind of have a, we are our worst critic, but I have a little bit of a darkness underneath my eye. So I like to make sure that I do a good job concealing the darkness on the inside. Down my nose is red, the tops of my cheek are red. So this concealer kind of helps to neutralize everything and then to reduce all that darkness. We are going to be using our beauty blender. It is already damp. So, get that squished up, get the water out as much as you can, and then it is ready to go for you. And you're just going to use that pointy end to blur that out. And then we're going to go on the eyelid. That is going to keep the darkness in this corner there at a minimum, and then also act as a eye primer. And we're just going to blend that out, cover all that darkness, cover all that redness. Oh, good morning. Nice to see you with me. Yes, that is so true. I still cannot chat at the same time. All right. We're going to be going back to an old favorite. We're going to be using the Lancome Tinted Oil. This is the Ultra Wear, and this is in the shade 215 Buff. If you do not have a foundation shade that you love, come on in and we'll get you shade matched. Could be me personally doing it, could be one of my associates, but we will get you shade matched so that we can make sure your undertone is correct, that the lightness and darkness is correct. Most people wear more than one shade, so maybe it's time for you to get your summer shade. So we're just going to use a partial pump there. And we are using the chunky end of this. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend all of you skinny beauty blenders. And this is kind of a dabbing, blurring motion. We're just trying to get that into all our spots, covering evenly, a nice smooth coverage. There you go. Give it another partial pump there. This is such a beautiful foundation. Great coverage, has SPF in it already. Wears well, mattifies. It's a pleasant matte, not too harsh. It's not very heavy. All right. And we're going to move to under the chin, blend that out. This one just takes a little tiny bit of a pump. I don't know if you could hear that or not, but evidently my dog is sneezing from the Saharan desert as well. Gotta love some Phoebe. All right, and We're going to do another partial pump. That will take care of our forehead. Yeah, I know my hair does grow fast. I am growing it out, or so I think right now. So it's kind of at the, what the heck? It's a little too long for short and a little too short for long. So yeah, got a hair appointment in a couple days, and we'll figure out what is our plan right now. No, it will not be to grow it out long. I love the way long hair looks on other people, but not so much on myself. Okay, enough about me. Let's dive back into what we're doing here. Okay, so now that we have smooth color on our canvas, we are going to be using the Lancome Long Time No Shine. This has a powder puff already in it. If I can get it out, I'll show you. There you go. Makes it super easy to apply this. I like the powder puff versus a brush because when you use it, it doesn't fluff powder into the air. There's no sense in having expensive air or expensive dust. So this keeps everything where you want it on your face. So I had a little bit in there already, but you're just going to take the puff out, cap it, turn it upside down, tap it a few times, turn it back up, and then you can I usually use what's in the lid first. Doesn't matter how you do it, just get it on there. And then now that you've got that top reservoir with some in there, you're just going to lightly dip into that and then set that powder. And this is just kind of a pressing in. You know, I really do liken this to finger painting every morning. I know. God made me a girl. It's a blessing. I get to finger paint every single day. All right. Once you got that foundation set, we're going to put that puff back in there and set that aside. And now we are going to, let's do our contouring. So we're going to be using, I think I actually used these last week for the first time, but today we're going to be using the NARS, and this is the Laguna 02, which is the original. And I am using an IT Cosmetics brush. This is actually for foundation, but I like it for contouring. So this end is going to be the bronzer. This end is going to be the highlighter. And we're going to start out by using the flat of the brush. Just give it a couple swipes into that Laguna. We're going to go kind of in a little bit of a curved motion right up on the top of that cheekbone. Using that flat side again, one sweep right along that hairline. We're going to use the side of it right there on the edge of that jawline to accentuate that and minimize the double or triple chins that we may or may not have. Using the side again, we're going to come alongside the nose. And we're going to set that Laguna aside. We're going to be using this again. Now we're going to be using the MAC. This one is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish, and this is in Double Gleam. Beautiful, beautiful color. I like the shimmer on it. It's a little bit, but not excessively so. And we're going to go right on the top of that cheekbone and beside that temple there. Want to make sure as you're going down the center of the face that you're hitting that Cupid's bow right there. That is like an instant lift. Instant lip lift. There we go. Little tongue twister for you in the morning. And now we're going to switch over to our blush brush. I believe this one is a MAC. We're going to be using the Volume 4. This is Juvia's Place Blushed Volume 4. We're going to be up here in this top one. The Juvia's Place blushes are wonderful, but they're highly pigmented. So make sure that you just kind of tap in there, or you're going to end up with a whole lot of blush up in there. So we're going to go between the bronzer and the highlighter right here, and then just up between them on the side there. And not even a whole tap is going to do all the rest of that. We're just looking for a little bit of color. All right, so that gets our contouring down for the most part. So now let's take a look at our verse, which should be scrolling across your screen right now. And our verse for today is, where's it at on my screen? Okay, I can see it on yours. Okay, here we go. Under his wings, you will find refuge, Psalm 91:4. And see, I genuinely work on these verses with you, right along with you. So now we are going to dive into our lips. So like I said, National Lipstick Week, National Lipstick Day is on Saturday. So let's do a little something fun. So today we're going to be playing with a lip liner. This one is the Nyan Morphe. What did I say this color is? Lavender Haze. Then we're going to be using MAC lipstick, the Amplified Creme in Mirage, and then Retro Matte and Flat Out. So let's start out with our lip pencil. Mine looks like it's going to need just a smidge of a sharpen. Whether you use sharpen or you have, a mechanical twist up, either one of those. Okay, there you go. And it looks like this one might have broken off. There we go. Okay, trusty pencil sharpener, 2 sizes. So no matter what you got, you're good to go. Okay, so we are going to line that lip. Gonna work right along, straddling the edge of that lip line. How about if we don't keep that? There we go. All right, let's get the top there. I have contacts in today and it's mucking with my vision a little bit. So, okay, so now that we've got that done, we don't want to leave the lip line too harsh. So we're going to come just inside of that with just a little bit lighter of a pressure and line one more time. There you go. Now you want to choose a lipstick. So this is going to be for our darker color, whatever it is that you're choosing. For me, it's going to be a pink for today. And so you want to choose a color that's about the same shade as the lip liner that you just put on. It could be a smidge lighter, but you want them to be about in the same level here. We're going to be using our lipstick, and we're just going to ride along that lip line that we just put on and try to not go past halfway of your lip area. So we're just kind of lining the outside. It's almost like lipstick lining right now. Okay. There you go. So you can see I've left the center just open. Now you're going to grab that lighter color, whether you choose an opposing shade or you are going with, similar colors. One's lighter, one's darker. My other color is going to be the Mirage. Tomato. All right, so we're going to use this other color. And you're going to work from the center to where you just were. And try to kind of replicate that Cupid's bow right there. in that second lipstick color. Now you can see right now I've kind of got a line. It's not blended very well. Watch this. Ta-da! So now we have a beautiful two-color transition lipstick. But I tell you, I just can't leave well, you know what? Let's do that fun extra little step at the end. Let's do our eyes next. Okay, so what we're going to be doing next, we are going to unbox the LA Girl Heat Seeker. So, ta-da! It's always a little bit of a challenge when you do an unboxing because you don't exactly know what you're going to have inside there, nor have you used them before. So, let's take a look at this. Okay, there's the outside. Oh, it looks like they give you a color sheet on the inside that tells you all the colors, which is kind of weird because I always throw that away. So, Morphe, if you're listening, I would rather have the colors printed on the pan, not on a sheet that I'm going to throw away. Okay, so here is our colors here. You can see it's a beautiful set of kind of some neutrals leaning a little to the orange. And then also we've got just some beautiful orange and yellows in there. So if you have, like I said, if you have blue eyes, you are going to absolutely love this because your eyes are just totally going to pop with this. So we are going to start out with our all over brow bone brush. And we're going to start out with, I don't know the names of the colors, this one here. And we're going to do that on our brow bone. Looks like that one is a matte, although I can't really see because I have contacts in. All right, that's super fun. Okay. And that's kind of a not color, so I'm going to step to the one beside it. And let's try that one. Oh yeah, there we go. I like that one a little bit better. So let's see, that was the color. Spritz Me. Okay, so I'll just get that nice and blended out. And now we are going to move to a lid shadow brush. That is going to be this one here. And let's go with, I'm thinking this one right here, whatever that one's called. And we are going to just do the outside part of the lid with that. So we're going to go here. And we're just going to go about halfway on that lid there. All right, that's a really pretty orange. And I'm excited because I see a yellow in here. And one of my, well, first off, orange is my dad's favorite color. So I'm excited to use orange because it reminds me of my dad. And then my favorite color one of my favorite colors is yellow. I'm not exactly sure why, but when I see the color yellow, I don't know, it just makes me happy. I cannot not smile with yellow. So we're going to grab another all over eyeshadow brush, or you can just clean off the one you got. And we're going to go into whatever the name of this one is here. And we're going to be using that. Did I point to the right one? This one? Okay. And we're going to be using that on the inside lower lid where we just were opposite that orange. So we're going to go here. Oh yeah, that's so beautiful. And we're just going to overlap right there in the middle, that yellow on that orange, just a smidge. And again, whatever colors it is that you're choosing to do this with, you're just going to blend in. These are going to be pretty equal levels of colors. You just want two different ones. Now we're going to take that yellow and go over that orange just a little bit. There we go. Step back, make sure that if you have hooded eyes like I do, that when you open up your eyes, you can see those colors peeking up above that crease just a smidge. So it looks like I need to come up just a tiny bit. I always tend to lean toward too low. All right, and then let's take that yellow. We're gonna lift that yellow up just a little bit. There we go. Bring that up. Step back. Yeah, much better, much better. Okay. And now let's see, we've got those going on. We've got that going on. What colors do we have in here that we could play with? Let's take, we're going to take a smudger. And let's go into, I'm thinking this one right here. And we're going to just add a little bit of depth and intensity to the outside corner here. So you're just going to go here to the very corner and just kind of along the lash line and then up just a tiny bit. Give it a little bit of depth here. If I wasn't going to work, I would do like one with, one without, and then you could see what a difference this is going to make. Okay. We're going to take our fluffy powder brush and we're just going to dust off any fallout. Now we're going to go back to that original brush that we were using. You're going to just give a light tap into that color that we had and just blend that out up here a little. There we go. No harsh lines. There we go. Doo-doo-doo. All right. Now, right where we have the yellow and the orange meeting each other, let's add just a tiny bit of fun. So I have a sneeze coming. Huh. Okay. I have a glitter topper. This is from LA Girl. And you can see this is kind of well, it doesn't look so orange on this, but it is an orange color. So grab you a glitter, whatever you got. There's not really a glittery orange in here. Well, there is one. It's just not very orange. So we're going to take this topper. We're just going to do our finger in it a little bit. And we're just going to add it right where that yellow and that orange meet. There you go. Just a sucker for some glitter. Okay, again, we're going to take that brush, whisk off any fallout that we've got. Oh, yeah. Super cute. And I think what we're going to do is this same glitter topper that we have. Bear with me. Hang with me. Hang with me. We got this. We're going to take that same, well, it's already on our finger and we already got a mess. We're going to put that on our lips. I know. You can use it anywhere. It's safe for the face. Okay, and we're going to tap that. Onto our lips. Oh my gosh, how fun is that? All right. I'm loving those lips. Okay, make sure that you take your tissue you've got on your lap already, and then you are getting that glitter off there before it gets all over everywhere. Okay, now we're gonna move back to the eyes and get those finished. So we're gonna use our liner. This is the, oh, I don't even actually have it on here. This is Juvia's Place, and this is in the color. I had to put my glasses on because I can't read that. This is going to be, I want to say it's Kajal is the name. It's just a black liner. And so this one is mechanical, fantastic. You don't lose any of the color to the pencil sharpener. And we're just going to come and line right along that outside edge there. Just going about halfway in. And then same thing on the outside over here. And then on the bottom, we're going to line, but we're just going to go about a third of the way. Don't line the whole thing. All right. Give a step back, make sure you got those even. Okay. Looks like I've had a little glitter. Good there. All right. Now we're going to do a little something on the inside of the eye. You know how we use the yellow? Well, we're going to use a yellow liner pencil. This was one of the multi-purpose ones that Naeem and Morphe did together. This one is called... Can't read it. It's white on yellow. Okay, so this pencil here, yellow, nice, beautiful yellow. We are going to line the inside corner. Just to right about there. And then kind of come up on that lid just a little bit to lighten that yellow on the inside there. Do the same thing on the other side. And we're going to catch that up onto that lid just a little bit. Just going to elevate that yellow just a smidge. All right, nice. You are going to grab an eyeliner brush that you have. It's going to be a nice thin flat one. We're going to go back to the eyeshadow palette. We are going to go back to the orange color that we used on the outside, and you're just going to kind of drag that lightly through that orange. And now we're going to line that lower eye with that orange. Going right up to where you just put that yellow. And just go over that black liner with that. It'll soften it just a little bit, and it will kind of like automatically sort of smudge it out a little bit so it's not so harsh. All right. Nice. I am enjoying that pat. And you can already see how blue my eyes look just from using these orange colors. So we are going to use our, whatever brow product it is that you're using, whether it be Anastasia, maybe you've got Benefit, which would be the best, or, you know, whatever brow product it is. Go ahead and do that now. I have pink hair, so I'm actually using the NYX Epic Wear eyeliner, and this is in Pink Spirit. If you have fashion colored hair, feel free to think outside the box. I have used lip liners, I've used eyeliners, I've used eyeshadows. Setting spray and eyeshadow works beautifully for color up there. So you are going to work on your eyebrows, making sure that you're following that brow line. If you don't like the shape of your brow, come in and see my girl Olivia. She can get you hooked up and get those brows fixed. And just line, pomade, brush, flick, whatever it is you've got. There we go. Get the rest of that brow in there. There you go. I have to give it a little bit extra to the inside because my brows, I have the opposite of a unibrow. What is it? I just have a brow. Okay, take a step back, and it looks like I might have gone a little cuckoo right here. So we're just gonna kind of fix that a little bit. Okay. There we go. And maybe just a little smidgy right there. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, then we are going to take our spoolie, and whatever brow product it is that you've had, you are going to spoolie that out, smooth it out. If you're using a pomade or maybe one of those brow setters to get that laminated look, you do whatever it is that you need to do for the brows God gave you. All right, we're going to go back to our brush that we have, and we're going to clean up our brow. So just give it a little tiny tap into your light color you had up here, and then just work underneath there. Make sure that you have got that all nice and cleaned up. There we go. Okay, gonna catch any fallout. There we go. And you know what? I forgot to use my liquid liner. Oh no. Okay, so today I'm actually using the KVD. This is the, I don't know why this isn't on here either. This is the KVD tattoo liner, and I think it's whatever the black color is called. So this we're going to be, you want to give it some shakes. You can hear those balls, maybe not, but they're rolling around inside of there. These have a tendency to dry out, so make sure you're storing these upside down. Really, all liquid eyeliners, if you'll store them upside down with the tip down, it will help your tips to stay a little bit better and for your liner to last a little bit longer. All right, so we're just going to give a nice thin line just to kind of finish out that eye, kind of like putting a frame on a picture. So we just want a thin line here. I'm going to go to that inside corner, just give a little thin line. There you go. Same thing on the other side. Give it some shakes if you feel like it's drying out a little bit. And if you're good and you can do it all in one fell swoop, you just go ahead and do that. If you're like me, I kind of like the little bit at a time thing. That way I don't get some big mistake happening. Here we go. And looks like we got a little gap right there. Okay. Today we're going to be doing a two-step mascara application. Just want you to see the benefits of a primer. It's amazing. This we're going to be using the Sills Boost from Lancome. And then we're also going to be using the Monsieur Big in waterproof. It is amazing. Again, if I wasn't going to work, I would show you one with and one without. Maybe I'll do that as a post later this week. We're going to be using our lash curler, trusty lash curler from Tarte. I want to make sure that that eyeliner dries down all the way because we do not want that lash curler to take any of that off there after we so carefully put it in place. All right. So that lash curler is going to go on your lashes. And actually, let me get this right here set up and ready to go. Hold on. There we go. So we're going to say the verse while we're going along. So the verse is scrolling across the bottom of your screen. So once you get this kind of clamped down, just read that verse along with me. Okay, so find you a sweet spot. You do not want it too close. We do not want it pinching our eyelid at all. If you feel any kind of a pinch, unloose it and come out just a little bit. So we want it just beyond the pinch zone. Not like this. Okay, there we go. So here we go. We're gonna read that verse twice. Here we go. And go. Under his wings, you will find refuge. Psalm 91:4. Do that one more time. Under his wings, you will find refuge. Psalm 91:4. Now, when we use the Sills Boost, we need to do one eye at a time. So grab your Sills Boost. And you are going to apply that primer onto those lashes. Your lashes are going to love this primer. It's good for them, and you just will not believe how much it gives you volume. So if volume is what you like in your lashes and mascara, you're going to love this. Okay, so while this is still wet, you're going to grab your Monsieur Big, whether you've got the waterproof or the regular, doesn't matter. And actually doesn't matter what mascara you have at all. And then you're going to put that mascara right over the top of that fresh and still wet Sills Boost. Okay, making sure we're covering the lash, that we're getting the tips. Okay. And you can already see that is one coat of mascara with that primer. Look at what a difference that is. Okay, so now we're going to grab our lash curler. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to see if I can get that verse right because I can't read it from over here. So making sure you got your clamp right. Okay, you got it? Got it ready? No pinching? Okay, here we go. Ready and go. Under his wings, you will find refuge. Psalm 91:4. Under his wings, you will find refuge. Psalm 91:4. And then we're going to give it just a second because I didn't talk during the middle. Okay, there we go. Grab that Sills Boost again. Going to do that other side. Okay, making sure we're covering all the lashes there. Making sure you get the tips. Every lash gets a little love from that Sills Boost. And you'll see it's a white color, but you're not actually getting like white lashes. The point is not the color of it. All right. Once you've got all your lashes covered, we're going to switch to the mascara while that is still wet. And mascara your lashes, making sure we catch behind the tips. And we're catching every single lash. And again, it doesn't matter what mascara you're using. I mean, I really like the Monsieur Big. I like the Bad Gal Bang. What's that new one from Fenty? Hella Thick, I think is the name of it. Go Big, Go Home, KVD, whatever it is your pleasure. You can use that Sills Boost with any mascara and still be able to get that extra volume. So now we're going to do our bottom lashes. There you go. Want to make sure we catch all the way to the skin of that lash. Of the eyelid. but yet not actually on the skin of that eyelid. You can do that from the top, and then you can also catch that from the bottom. There we go. What is that? Okay. And here's what you do when you do that. You're going to grab your bullet brush. We're going to tap that in our Lancome Long Time No Shine. And we're going to make that disappear. There we go. Never happened. Alrighty, back at it. Here we go. I must be having a date today. Look at that. Grabbing that bullet again. Let's just get that out. There we go. It's like a magic eraser for the face. Okay. We're going to give a second coat of mascara up there on those top lashes. Get as much volume and length as we possibly can. There we go. And other side. Very nice. All right, now let me show you something. So I know we've already seen how to fix a mascara mistake today, but let's look and see what happened right here. You see that little dot right there? There you go. That is actually where our eye pencil is. So we're going to take that eye pencil and we're just going to cover right over that dot like it never happened. There we go. All about erasers today, evidently. Okay. So now we have got our eyes done. We've got our mascara on. The last thing that we have is our Urban Decay De-Slick that is going to set everything in place that we have just now been working on. So we're going to give that a little bit of a shake. You can use whatever setting spray it is that works for you. Love the Urban Decay one. So they've really got the just excellent for setting and doing different things. You got the vitamin C one, you've got a hydration one, you've got a glow one, you've got a matte, an ultra matte. Whatever it is you want to accomplish with your setting spray, you can do that. I don't think as of right now they have one that has an SPF, but if that's something that you want, we do have a great one in Supergoop. I believe there's a new one in Morphe. So, come in, we'll try some different ones. We've got lots of testers, so you can see which one you like the best and then, take off and run with that. Okay, so for today, I'm using the Urban Decay De-Slick because that is lovely for my combo skin. Tip your head back. Give yourself a couple of sprays, fan that down, and voila! You have now finished your makeup look for today. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It is wonderful to have been with you. So whether you're viewing this online or you're seeing that with, you're watching it with me in person, anyway you've come, and those who are online with me, thank you for coming today. So I will look forward to seeing your comments and pictures and hanging out with you throughout the rest of the week. And, better than that, come in and see me at my store in Midlothian. I would love to have you come in. We'll do a shade match, talk about brows, get you hooked up. Oh, we've got tinsel in the hair. Got an ear. Oh, you can't actually see it, but see my little heart right there? Yeah, we got ear piercing going on now. So awesome. So let me get you back over to here. We're going to get that thing off. There we go. And we are going to look at all of our verses are going to be coming from that Wording Color coloring book. I'm going to try a little something new. last week, what we did for our verse recollection time, our review time, it took the audio out. So we're going to try this today and see if this helps us just a little bit. So here we go. So our verse from 3 weeks ago was trust in the Lord with all your heart. And that was Proverbs 3:5. And then we had the next episode. We did, if I can get that on there. There we go. That was the word of the Lord endures forever. Kind of a little bit of a review because that was part of our first season, episode 1. So that's the word of the Lord endures forever, and that's 1 Peter 1:25. And then we are going to be talking about, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord, Joshua 24:15. That was our verse from last week. And there we go. And then, just kidding. And there we go. And then our verse for this week, if I can get over to it, is going to be under his wings. You will find refuge. And that is from Psalm 91:4, I believe. So it has been a joy again to hang out with you. Let me send you off with a blessing today. So the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. That is from Numbers 6:24 through 26. And let me just pray us out before we head out this week. All right, let me get that turned off. There we go. We're going to come up here. Ta-da. Okay, so let us pray out before we go. So, Father God Almighty, we thank you so much for this time together today. We thank you for making us women who can enjoy finger painting every single day. And I just pray that you would help us to memorize these verses, that we would journal through this coloring book so that we can look back and celebrate the verses that we have hidden in our heart. Father, help us to recall these verses and to just gird ourselves up with our full armor of God. And this is just a part of that. Father, I pray that you would bless my friends this week and that we would just have a wonderful time celebrating you, thinking about you, praising you, Father. What a great day it is. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I look forward to seeing you online. If you missed an episode, you can catch most all of them on YouTube or on the website. A little bit of makeup and a whole lot of Jesus.com. So let me send you, and Podbean, I forgot about that one. So let me send you off with our video and have a great week. God bless.